Craig and Virginia Farver, thanks so much for hosting me on my Whistle Stop Smart Meters tour across the country, and just thank you for your bravery, given what you've been through, and your continued activism. I mean, it's incredible, and just want to thank you for being a leader in the Stop Smart Meters movement.
Thank you, and you're a pleasure to have. So.
Well, I just wanted to hear about what happened 2 weeks ago. I understand that you told Fort Collins City Light and Power that they do not have permission to install any kind of digital or smart meter on your home, that you were keeping your analog.
Correct.
And then maybe you can just tell me, Virginia, what happened. I think you were home and Craig was at work, and tell me what happened.
Well, the city code of Fort Collins says we do have an opt-out, and I'd sent several letters to opt out. And over the last couple of months, I've gotten a couple of letters saying my utilities were going to be shut off. And then March 6th, I was at home, and I was in my bathroom, and it was early in the morning, and my power went out. So I ran to the front door and I opened it. I was in my curlers and my pajamas, and I was met at the door. There was a police officer on my front step, 2 heads of the utilities, and 2 utility trucks, and I believe there was another police officer.
So the head of the
on
utility,
the other side.
the head of the utility actually
Dennis
came out.
Sumner, yes.
Dennis Sumner came out personally.
Correct.
Okay.
And I opened the door and he said, "It's already done. You've got a new meter." And I just pretty much yelled at him and told the police officer that she was doing something unlawful, and I just basically just yelled at him and told him to get off my property.
So you had caged your analog meter?
I had locked it and posted it.
Yeah, so they broke the lock
Mm-hmm.
and forced
Yep.
this on your property.
Yes, they did.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, you pretty much expressed your unwillingness to have a smart meter on your home fairly clearly, verbally, and in writing numerous times.
Yes.
So, I mean, how does it feel to be, violated in this way?
It's just, I can't believe that our country's come to this. I can't believe that utilities are out bullying people and forcing something that's very harmful on them. And I just cannot believe that this is really happening. It's pretty surreal.
What do you plan to do about this situation where, you're not the only ones? There's the number of other people in Fort Collins who've had smart meters forced on their homes with police officers and utility personnel.
Mm-hmm.
Yesterday at the screening, there was clearly a lot of people who were upset about this. What are the next steps here?
Hopefully we can get a real strong group of people and organize, and I've repurchased an analog meter.
Mm-hmm.
And I do plan on putting that back on our house, and I'm trying to get enough people to help in this activism.
Mm-hmm. Is there anything else you want to add?
Not really. It's just we're living in some really sad times.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
But people are waking up, I think.
Correct.
Yeah. Do you want to talk about what we just went and did? We went and crashed the
Sure.
Poudre Valley REA,
Yes.
Rural Electric Association, which is a nearby utility. They had their annual luncheon, breakfast.
And there were a lot of people there.
About 1,000 people.
Correct.
And you and I just went over there, drove over there, and
Snuck
into the meeting and sat down with probably 20 tables and spoke to them about the issue and gave them cards and then they kind of caught on and kicked us out.
Mm-hmm.
And
I saw Josh being pulled out of there and taken out, so I stuck around and kind of hid from him a little bit. And,
not literally pulled. They didn't
right.
drag me,
no,
but they did kind of grab me by the shoulder.
And told me to get out. Yeah, and then I stayed in there and hit a couple more tables before I left.
And on my way out, I was dropping stacks of these cards on the tables, and the REA staffer was going around grabbing them and taking them away from people. And I mean, I think the people who were sitting at those tables must have been wondering, well, what is this information that the REA really doesn't want us to know about?
Right.
So I think that they really probably did a disservice to their own.
But luckily, it seemed like the
balance.
people we did talk to seemed really receptive.
They did,
so
yeah.
that's good.
They were interested, and they were asking questions, and yeah. Well, thank you again, you guys. It's been a pleasure
Thank you,
meeting
Josh.
you and staying with you, and we'll stay in touch, and this is gonna only get bigger, and I'm so sorry that the city of Fort Collins is behaving in this way, and we're gonna do what we can to get the word out and mobilize the thousands of people around the country and around the world who are horrified by the treatment that you've received. You don't deserve it. You deserve to be treated with the utmost respect given what's happened to your family, and these ongoing crimes are only going to backfire on them in
Right.
the long run.
Right, it has
Yeah.
to.
Yeah, they are crimes.
It is.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Josh.
All right.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Josh. Yeah.